In this video, we're diving into the most unbelievable aviation moments ever caught on camera. These aren't movie scenes, they're real events, with real aircraft and real adrenaline. Subscribe and ring the bell, because we've got more epic aviation stories coming your way. Let's go! In 1984, NASA and the FAA performed a crash test with a Boeing 720 in the Mojave Desert to develop new aviation security requirements. An F-18 fighter jet crashed at an airbase in the Spanish city of Zaragoza, but the pilot ejected successfully. The F-18 was training for a flying exhibition. The pilot said that the plane had apparently suffered a malfunction. The Frontier Airlines Airbus airliner caught fire during a hard landing in Las Vegas in July 2024. The flames were quickly extinguished. And that was too close. An aircraft dragged its wing at the Allen Aero Club Air Festival Argentina on April 6, 2023. A C-25 aircraft crashed shortly after takeoff in Crimea on September 2022.
Ёб твою мать!
Delta Airlines Flight 1213, bound for Atlanta, was pushing back from the gate for departure when an engine caught fire. Flames seen in the engine tailpipe forced an emergency evacuation of 282 passengers via slides. A helicopter crashed while participating in an air competition. The military helicopter suffered a propeller failure during one of the maneuvers. They were competing in the International Army Games. One of the closest shaves I've seen in a very long time. This crew had a very lucky escape. Can anyone identify the type of plane? The Frontier Airlines jet made a hard landing at San Juan Luis Muñoz Marin International Airport, Puerto Rico, damaging the plane, and then had to go around and attempt to land again. A rescue helicopter has crashed on the side of Austria's highest mountain, the Großglockner. The pilot tried to balance, but it ended up crashing into the ridge. It was caused by a mechanical failure. All crew members are safe thanks to the fact that the pilot was able to maneuver the aircraft and land at the Jose Maria Cordoba Military Cadet School, Colombia. All 379 people aboard a Japan Airlines flight managed to escape after the plane burst into flames following a collision with a smaller aircraft at Haneda Airport in Tokyo. 4 of Haneda's runways were closed after the incident, disrupting travel plans for thousands of passengers. On the German Army Open Day on June 17, 2023, the big Sea King helicopter came near to the sandy ground. A lot of dust was raised and covered everything and all of the spectators. Nobody was able to see how the soldiers were lowered. Pilot Dennis Kenyon performed at West Desert Air Park in Utah and crashes his helicopter during the show and walks away unhurt. A civilian contract helicopter, Russian Mi-17, crashed while making an emergency landing due to mechanical problems in Nuristan, Afghanistan on May 3, 2010. The aircraft was carrying ordnance. All 3 crew members survived. A passenger on an Asiana Airlines flight in South Korea opened the door of the plane during the flight. The passenger then was arrested. In a tense incident, an emergency landing took place at Giuliani Airport, Ukraine. Footage of a Grumman F-6F Hellcat with damaged landing gear making an emergency landing on November 13, 1944. Now that's what we call a hard landing with style. Glad everyone is safe. A small plane crashed into the Caloosahatchee River near Fort Myers, with the pilot deploying the aircraft's emergency parachute.
We can zoom it in how.
On August 16, 2015, in Kirov, Russia, a Mi-2 helicopter was forced to make an urgent landing due to technical difficulties. The pilot maneuvered skillfully and brought the aircraft down in a controlled descent. In 1998, a Chinese aeroplane made an emergency landing in Shanghai. Front gear had issues after takeoff. Attempts to solve the issue were unsuccessful. Crew turned back, landed with gear retracted. Air France slams down on the runway at Tokyo Narita after pilot-induced oscillation causes hard bounce on landing. a Navy helicopter crashed into Basco, Mexico. The aircraft was conducting a reconnaissance flight in the region. A working on-fire helicopter crashed into a quarry after the engine failed in KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. A whole system acted in the same incident upset Fiattle flew. A single-engine aeroplane crashed into a pickup truck on the 91 freeway in Corona. There were 2 people on the plane and 3 in the truck, and everyone got out.
Seconds for touchdown. Oh dear.
Although the flames were spectacular, it was becoming clearer that this was no major catastrophe. The pilot perhaps wondering how many years his salary would be docked before he would finally finish paying for the damage.
Unfortunately caused us to stop still for a while. During this maneuver, the pilot demonstrates a high capability of orientation.
Amazing! An aircraft landed with only 1 landing skid in a climbing area in Kochamo, Los Lagos region. The Airbus A300 is often a performer of impeccable soft landings, but this time in Fort-de-France, Martinique didn't. The aircraft experienced engine failure while on approach for landing, forcing the pilot to attempt an emergency descent with limited control and reduced power. Footage from November 2013 shows 2 planes colliding at an altitude of 12,000 feet, resulting in 1 plane catching fire. All 9 skydivers and both pilots survived the incident. Caught on camera during filming for Top Gear Korea, helicopter pilots lose engine power and crash into the ground. Thankfully, both pilots walked away. It gives a good lesson in the importance of a decent rate of landing, especially on water. Watch the emergency landing of a Mexican Mi-17 helicopter. One engine failed and the plane crashed into a wastewater treatment plant building. The plane caught fire, 42 passengers were saved. The pilot escaped injury and climbed from the cockpit before the aircraft was taken away on a crane truck. The retired officer was testing a new battery in the aircraft on August 18, 2018 in Little Rock, Arkansas, when a gust of straight lad wind tipped the helicopter over. A Chinese-based fighter believed to have launched from a nearby aircraft carrier during a training exercise. The pilot was able to successfully eject before being rescued by local residents. The plane had some technical issues and required an emergency landing in Russia Airport on May 5, 2019. Passengers were evacuated through emergency slides.
אני לוקח. מצפה עצים.
An aircraft was parked on the apron, becoming loose and performing an almost 90-degree turn to its right side. Winds of up to 140 kilometers per hour were registered at the Buenos Aires 2 commercial airports. Passengers on a flight from Edinburgh to New York experienced absolute terror when engine got fire. Tourists can be weird at times. They flew on these same jets to St. Martin just to get blown away on the beach by the jets. A Beechcraft 200 Super King Air made a belly landing at Muerte Miguel Airport in Argentina. In 1993, an aircraft crashed during an air display at Biggin Hill, London, England.
No kidding.
CTV footage shows the moment a plane flipped over on landing at Mogadishu's airport on July 18, 2022. All 36 passengers on board the flight survived. The pilot made an uneventful emergency landing on a public highway following a loss of engine power due to fuel starvation.
Society is like informing people about this right to ask asylum. We notice when they know about this right more and more.
The fiery scene of a plane crash on the 101 freeway in Agoura Hills. The pilot was reported uninjured. An air disaster we cannot forget. On September 16, 2011, the Galloping Ghost, a highly racing aircraft, crashed while competing at the Reno Air Races in Reno, Nevada.
I can't believe that. My God.
American Airlines flight was forced to make an emergency landing in Denver shortly after an engine caught fire.
Well, there's people, yeah.
A plane landed without problems at wind speeds of over 40 knots, plus 70 kilometers per hour. Plane crash landing on runway tail falls off aircraft after test flight, hard landing failure. On November 12, 2023, in Argentina, a plane owned by Buenos Aires businessman Alberto Pol crashed. That's what happens when you drink vodka before a flight, haha.
The
finish line is here. Don't forget to give us a like button and share your road encounters in the comments. And don't miss the video on the right side of the screen. See you soon.